All right, so we are not actually going to do anything new in this. We're just going to kind of double it up. So I know that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to look at systems of inequalities. So if it's an inequality, you know that it's got some sort of something or other like this, right? We don't have an equal sign. And if it's a system means multiple, right? So if you've got something that's a system, that means you've got a couple different things happening. So that means we're going to have multiple inequalities on one graph. So you should have, I'm hoping in front of you, something that looks like this. These are the problems we're going to work as an example. So let's start by reading this. Look, it says, graph the following systems to show the solution set. So the solution set is what we're after here. And the solution set is just your answer, all right? It's going to be your answer, and it's going to be like a whole region, like an area. Okay, so let's take a look at this first one. First of all, pause this video if you don't have two colors. You need two colors, like two highlighters or pencil crayons or colored pencils, as I like to call them. Okay, let's start with the first one, and I'm going to do the entire first one in blue. Remember, we said that these are systems. That means both of these functions are going to go on one graph because we're going to create a system of them. So to help keep ourselves organized and not get ourselves backwards, we're going to use a color. So we're going to start with blue. Now, where's my y-intercept? It's down here at -3, and then my slope is a 2 over 1. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1, and when I do that, I'm going to go up 2. I'm going to turn this way because I need to create a positive slope. So up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And now I can go connect my lines. Are they dashed or are they solid? They're going to be dashed because it's equal to, or greater than or less than, right? It's not equal to. Okay, so now we need to know what side to shade. You have to pick a side to shade when you've got an inequality. We're going to need a test point, so we're going to choose 0, 0 as a test point. So I'm going to come in up here and I'm going to plug in 0 for y and 0 for x. And I'm going to ask myself, is 0 greater than -3? And it is. So I'm going to shade this whole side blue. And make sure you really kind of fill this in. But don't like sit here all day doing this, right? Okay, so there's one. Now I need to graph the other line. So I'm going to do my other one in red. All right, and this time we have y is less than or equal to -2/3 x plus 4. So we don't need to rearrange anything. My y-intercept is up here at 4. And this time my slope is 2 over 3 and it needs to be negative. Now, can I go up 2 here? I mean, kind of, but not really. If so, I'm going to go down 2. And I need to turn 3. So do I turn to the right or am I going to turn to the left? I need to make a negative slope. So I'm going to turn down 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn to the right. And I get something that looks like this. So this is going to be a solid line because it's greater than or equal to. So I have a nice negative slope. Now I'm going to use that same test point, 0, 0. And if I plug that in, I'm going to have 0 is less than or equal to 2/3 times 0, 0, 4. Is 0 less than 4? The answer is yes. So now I'm going to take my red and I'm going to shade that entire side. And I'm going to go all the way to my line. See, this is why it was important that we drew our lines all the way across. So now you can see as I do that, what has happened. I now, like very clearly, I have a blue area, a red area, and now I have a purple area where my blue and my red have overlapped. So this overlap is what we call the solution set. And it's our answer. It means that anything in that overlap shaded area is our answer. So highlight this word solution set. This is our answer. And it's the area of overlap. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, so this time we have y plus 2x is less than 1. So what do we need to do here? We need to rearrange this. So I need this 2x to move, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And that's going to give me y is less than negative 2x plus 1. So you're going to do what? We're going to go up here to 1. And we need to go up 2 over 1. Remember, you make that a fraction. And we need this to be negative. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1, and I'm going to turn left. But if I'd gone down, I would turn right. And I'm going to make this a dashed line and go all the way across. Okay, now why don't you hit pause and try and decide which side you are going to shade. Hit pause. Okay, are we back? All right, can we use 0, 0 this time? Yeah, we can. It's not on my line, so as long as your test point's not on your line, you can use it. So if I plug in 0, I'm going to have 0. You can't really see that. I'm going to have 0 is less than negative 2 times 0, 0 plus 1. Is 0 less than 1? Yes, I'm going to shade this whole side. Is that what you did? I hope that's what you did. Okay, here's what I did. Okay, so now we need to do the next one. So we're going to do this blue. Now, this blue, sorry, let's keep this organized. Okay, this is a y value, and it says y is greater than negative 3. So we're going to come down here on our y-axis to negative 3, and we need a solid line. You need a solid line. Now, we need to highlight. So when you choose this test point, you only have the y. So is 0 greater than negative 3? And the answer is yes. So you're going to shade this entire top part of the graph. And then again, it becomes really clear where our solution set is. It's over here in the purple. So this area of overlap is our solution. The blue is not, the red is not, the white definitely is not. So what that means is you can take any point, any coordinate in this purple area and plug it in to both of these functions, and it'll give you a true statement for both. That's what a solution set does for us. Okay, let's keep going. Why don't you hit pause right now, and I want you to try number 3 on your own, and then come back and we'll check it and see how we did. Okay, are we good? All right, so let's do x is greater than 2 first. So we're going to start on the x-axis, and we're going to go over to 2. And we need a dotted or dashed line. And we need to highlight all the places that x is greater than 2. So that's going to be over here, right? And then switch colors, and we're going to do your blue line, or whatever colors you're using. All right, this one, our y-intercept's at 1, and we're going to go up 1 over 3, so we get a negative slope. So I'm going to go up 1 and then over 3 this way, and that'll create a negative slope for me. And if I go down 1 over 3, that'll look like that. So that's going to look, oops, I missed. And it's a solid line, right? Because we had less than or equal to. Okay, so use your test point. My test point on this is 0. So 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 1. Is 0 less than 1? Yes, it is. So we're going to shade all of this low area blue. Is this what you got? I hope this is what you did. Okay, so then you had blue here, red, and then this is your solution set, which is this purple overlap area. Do you like my kindergarten color knowledge that blue and red make purple? Okay, number 4, same deal. Hit pause, try it. Come back in a minute, let's see what you got. Okay, ready? All right, I'm going to do y is less than 4, negative 4, in red. So I'm going to go down here to y is less than negative 4. This is going to be a dashed line again. And let's see, y is less than 4. So where are my numbers less than 4? So if I plug in 0, is 0 less than 4? Yes. So I'm going to shade the entire top of the graph. Okay. Okay, and then my blue one, y is greater than or equal to x minus 2. So I have a y-intercept of -2, and I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So I get a positive, and I'm going to connect that with a solid line. Okay. And if you plug in your 0, 0 test point, 0 is less than or is greater than or equal to -2. Is 0 greater than -2? It is. So I'm going to shade this whole part blue. I really like it when we get to use colors in math. It makes me happy. All right, so again, we have this giant solution set. That's our overlapped area. So remember, these are called systems of inequalities because there's more than one. So we're going to work our way up to having 3 on here, so it's going to get pretty wild. Your range of answers is called a solution set. And you want to be, really careful. Now, what we did not just cover in here, but I want to make sure we're really clear with, is if you have something like this, you want to make sure that you are flipping your sign. So if you divide by a -2, you have to flip the inequality. So y will be less than -3x plus 2. So make sure, see right here, I flipped this the other way. It did a loop-de-loop, a flipperoo, and flip the other way, okay? Don't let that get you whenever you divide or multiply by a negative. Okay, I hope that made sense. Good luck practicing.